Hello there and welcome to Healing Inspiration. I'm Ramona and today's reading is Gossip. What compliments do people give you behind your back? So we have 3 piles for you. The links will be in the description box along with the information about a giveaway that I will be doing at 3,000 subscribers, and that's 2 free 1 question readings, and you can look at the instructions in the description box to find out how to enter for that. And if you would like to donate to my channel to support me creating new content, I'd really appreciate that. And I have Cash App and PayPal. Also, I do offer personal and private readings. I'm hoping to get an Etsy shop up within the next few weeks. But still, if you could email me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com, we can talk about pricing and what readings there are. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Feel free to like this video and comment. If you could let me know if there's any other readings you'd like to see on my channel and you had any suggestions. And I think that's about it. And I will introduce the piles and get into your reading. Pile number 1 is this butterfly slash, and I think this is a little star belly button ring. And for pile 2, we have rose gold sun and moon. I think that's like an opal or something here. Belly button ring. And for pile 3, we have some lovely little hearts on our belly button ring for pile 3. So go ahead and choose your pile or piles and we'll get into your readings. Hi, pile 1, this is your reading. If you chose the butterfly and little star belly button ring. Let's see if you can still see that. Yeah, you can. Okay. So I'm going to introduce your cards and then we'll get into your reading. And this is Gossip. What compliments do people give you behind your back? So starting out strong here from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have the Empress. Then we have the Fool. From the Light Seer's Tarot, we have the 3 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords. Let's see if we can move these out of the way. All right. From the Muse Tarot, we have the 7 of Voices. Then we have the 10 of Emotions, or the 10 of Cups. From the Goddess Power deck, we have card number 23, Iris, Communication. Some of you may be 23 years old or have been born on the 23rd. Next, from the Self-Care Oracle, we have card number 55, Write a Gratitude List. Next, we have Divine Timing. The Divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. And this has a lot of stars too, like it's a butterfly and a star. Let's see. From the Keepers of the Light Oracle, we have Elmoria, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. And then from the Universal Love Oracle deck, we have Meditation. finally, from the Magical Spell deck, we have card number 8, Destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So we have 2 3s and 2 5s here, and then we have 5 5s. So this is 5 5 5. We have another 5 here. So we got 5 5 5 5. 4 5s. A lot of 5s. And Destiny. What compliments do people give you behind your back? Okay, first of all, I feel as though people have to be quite aware that you have been put through the ringer. In a row, we have the 3 of Swords, which is like very anguishing. Like you've gone through a lot of heartbreak, a lot of disappointments, probably a lot of conflicts. You know, people who are deceptive, possibly cheating and lying and stealing with the 7 of Swords. So we have the 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and 7 of Swords. It continues to progress. And people do see, you know, how much you've actually endured. But upon enduring all of this, it's like, you're like this empress. So people feel like you're very persevering, that you have been able to overcome difficulties, overcome heartbreak, overcome conflicts. You are able to navigate the dark side of life, the darkness. And still you come out squeaky clean. You come out with the 10 of emotions, which is fullness of happiness. And here you are, the Empress. And the Empress is the embodiment of the divine energy. So people see you as on top of your game, like the divine feminine energy. You're very receptive, very gorgeous, and I want to say luscious. And people admire your body. They admire your authority, your wisdom, your earthiness, your balanced emotions, your intelligence. It's like you're the person who has it all. Like you embody all of the queens and all of that beautiful energy. Some of you, they may compliment your shoe wear as well. They like your shoes or boots that you wear. Also, we have a snake behind her and we have a butterfly. So people could see you as someone who has, you know, grown up and changed over time. Not just on the outside, but as a person. Like through these challenges and difficulties and trials, you've grown even further. I think people may compliment you on your legs, probably on your jewelry, or whatever you do with your hair as well. May have very soft skin. You know, if you do any makeup, I think they compliment that. But I feel like they feel like you are beautiful with or without makeup. It's like you're that kind of person. So like you clean up well, but you're also beautiful just, you know, walking around. Like put your hair in a bun, whatever, and I think you might even look younger that way and more innocent, and people find you like, even though no matter what you've been through, it's like you're always like in this, you're still willing to jump in and take risks and risk this difficulty. You're able, I think, people talk about how even though you've had your heart broken and all of those things, you still jump in, you take the risk. Here's another snake imagery. Maybe you were born in the year of the snake. Also Scorpio. I have Scorpio, Taurus, and Aries here. I'm feeling a lot of Scorpio, and we are in Scorpio season, I believe. And they say you're still willing to take the risk. You still have that youthful spirit. You still have that adventuresome attitude. You are always going on a new journey. You could travel and be like that really free spirit, adventurous type of person. And like you take They say you feel like you take things in stride, that you're not like bitter and jaded by the stuff you went through, because ultimately, like, here you are, you're sitting here as the Empress, so they feel like you're the Empress. Also a lovebird. I think people think you're kind of a lovebird, someone who loves to be a lover. And here you go, you're going on your little journey, and there's heartbreak, there's conflict, there's people who lie, and you navigate it, but you ultimately get to your 10 of Cups, your emotional fulfillment. And so that's what people talk about. I want to say they're proud of you, but I also want to say that they admire that quality in you and would like to be like that as well. So with divine timing and destiny, we have the moon and star here. We have a lot of stars here, and you actually chose this butterfly, but it also has a little star there. So I feel like people see that you do have a destiny, and everything's going to really come together for you at the right time. And they just see you having a level of star power just with all of these stars. Like, you have so much going for you. I think people feel like you have all of these star qualities. It's not like this one thing. It feels like you have an it factor. People talk about how you have the it factor. So now the it factor is something that you can't necessarily point your finger or put your finger on exactly. You know, people can be beautiful and nice and intelligent and all of those things, but that it factor may not necessarily be there. And I'm not sure exactly what that is, but you have the it factor, and people feel as though you do have that. And it looks like they feel like you trust in your destiny. You trust in the journey. You trust in the journey of life. People also think you might look good in pinks and purples, pastel colors. Iris. Some of you may have the name Iris, or your favorite flower could be an iris, or a grandmother named Iris. Also, with communication, people think you are a very good communicator. You do also have swords, which is very much about communication. So you could be a writer as well. So if you do write, or however you communicate, I think it comes across very well, and you have a good right stage presence. People feel like you're real, like you're a grateful person, like you're not entitled. That even if you're you have a higher status, people feel like you're humble and you're real and you're authentic. And they really enjoy how you communicate and how you are very genuine and are just yourself. Here with El Moria, Awakening Presence, the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. And it does feel like there is something about you and about your presence that has a protective quality. It's like these things outside of you that happen don't affect you inwardly. It doesn't change the goodness of the person that you are, and people see that. And in fact, the challenges may have made you a better person, an awakening presence. With this love, I do feel like you do exude love, and people feel that. With this gratitude, you may be very gracious when you receive, when you give, that you're a giver. You're someone who gives birth to new ideas and are just very grateful, and you may keep a gratitude list. So awakening presence, like you continue to raise your vibration and move up in the world, and you're open to new heights and new horizons and different ways of seeing and viewing the world, and people appreciate that and admire that about you. And with this meditation and destiny, I feel that, see how it almost looks like she's kind of sleeping, but she's meditating and she's kind of sleeping on the moon. Here, they feel as though you're very chill, zen, that you just got shit under control. Like it just doesn't look like you let things get you down or worry you, or you can rest. And you can, like, I think people can talk about how you take away some of their anxiety as well, and that you could be a very good friend, a family person, and some of you may be performers or dancers or really enjoy doing that as well. You're in the Nutcracker. I don't know, maybe you crack nuts. You know that play. Anyhow, you may really like fall, and you just have that kind of refreshing presence as well to you. And I think that's something that people talk about. You're just refreshing, easy to be around, a breath of fresh air. And I'm going to pull out a few little messages from what compliments people give you behind your back. So let's see. We have ambition. So people feel like you're very ambitious, and that's something to look up to about you, that they admire. That familiarity. So people, like, you're a breath fresh. Yeah, people feel comfortable with you. We have familiarity. Maybe a lot of people feel like you're their soulmate. They feel you're very down to earth, which makes sense with the Empress. The Empress is earthy. You may have a connection with trees as well. Insightfulness. People find you very insightful. So that could be part of that communication that people get from you. They appreciate. You are sparkly. So that kind of makes sense with all these sparkles, all these stars here. So maybe you do wear sparkly things, sparkly jewelry, sparkly makeup, or just they're saying you have a sparkly personality. Smooth skin. I think we talked about that earlier. People feel like you have smooth skin. Finally, we have humor. So they find you humorous. They enjoy your company. And that's what I have for you, Pile 1. I hope that inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. If you liked that, please like and comment with, I don't know, a tree. Since we mentioned trees, or a snake, I guess. We have a few snakes that came up. So anyhow, let's see. Snakes are also like very sexy and mysterious as well. So that could be another compliment people give you. But so like and comment. What is other things? Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. If you would like a personal private reading, my email's in the description box. And I am going to clean this up and move on to pile number 2. Hi, pile 2. This is your reading. If you chose the Sun and Moon Rose Gold belly button ring. And this reading is gossip. What compliments do people give you behind your back? I'm going to introduce the cards and get into your reading. From the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have Knight of Pentacles, and then the Knave of Wands, or the Page of Wands. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the Hierophant. And the Knight of Swords. Then we have from the Muse Tarot, Queen of Materials, or the Queen of Pentacles. And the Muse of Emotions, which is the King of Cups. Next, from the Goddess Power deck, we have card number 45, Saraswati, Mastery. Oh, some of you may be 45 years old, or 9 might be significant. Born on the 9th. And then we have, from the Self-Care Oracle, card number 16, Make an Altar. We have Positivity. If you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. I don't know if those are canaries. They look kind of like canaries, but I'm hearing like bird songs and little bees. Bees, honey, abundance, high vibration frequency. Without bees, our whole planet our whole ecosystem would just suck. Okay. Anyhow, from the Keepers of the Light Oracle, we have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Since nada in Spanish is nothing, I don't know. Lady Nada ain't taking no shit. And then from the Universal Love Oracle, we have Celebration. And then we have card number 44, New Beginnings. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. So now we have 44 and 45, or 8 and 9. All right. So this is a very fun and lively pile here that we have. So I think some of the compliments people give you behind your back is that you're fun and lively. And I get that partially because you have like very youthful energy here with the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Swords. So you have a slow moving knight and a fast moving knight. And knights aren't people who just give messages, they take action towards their words. So I feel like people feel like you are very slow and steady when it comes to your overall progress in life, and you're someone who just like rushes to get things done. It feels like you're a person that they talk about, like you keep your word and they can trust you. Like, also I'm feeling like in work situations, I feel like you're really on top of it. Or even in school, like you submit your assignments on time, or people feel as though you're just really on top of it. You're really intelligent. You could be someone that people want to copy as well. With this Knave of Wands, I feel like there's an air of creativity and people see your creative spark. Do you have like a lot of energy? You have Page. You have a Page. You have 2 Knights. You have a Queen. And you have a King. It's like you have, I think people say you have many faces. Like you have this young creative energy here with the Knave of Wands. You could do some kind of art, painting, drawing, or maybe even artistic dance, artistic movement. Also, there's a sense that you do spiritual work. Like you have some kind of spiritual devotion and people admire that. Or religious devotion. Here we have an altar. And we have Saraswati, which is making me think of worship. And the celebration, it's like the Holy Spirit is the dove. So I feel like you have spiritual practice, whether you worship a deity or not. It's like you have, people feel as though you have ritual and practice, and they can really feel that energy from you. With this guy, this Hierophant, how he looks just so freaking happy and laughing, and you have positivity along with that. So I think you bring a lot of positivity and happiness into people's lives, and they sense that spirituality. But it's like, yeah, you have you have like all the different people energies here with a page, a knight. Yeah, you have swords, cups, pentacles, swords, cups, pentacles, and wands. So you have like it feels like a very, very balanced energy of youthfulness. How to be youthful and creative and like just have fun with life. You also know how to make slow, steady progress, how to build habits, how to build wealth. Then you have like this Queen of Materials, and she is very beautiful, very caring, nurturing, very practical. And she's on her money, she's on her home. And then the King of Emotions is loving and balanced emotionally. This could be also a counselor, a mentor, a teacher. You could teach some kind of spiritual practice. You may be in a master's degree program or have gotten your master's or doctorate or something like higher education, or may be planning on doing that. You have these flying, you have bees, you have this, I think it's a crow, birds, these little canary birds, and this dove, and a butterfly. So it's like people see you soaring high. They see you going to magnificent heights in life. And I feel like you do have a very high vibration, and you can embody whatever you need to be for whatever the situation is. There's something, I become all things to all men, that I might win some. So you have the tools. People compliment you saying that you have the tools to do anything, really. I mean, you could be, that Queen of Pentacles, or the King of Cups, or the Page of Wands, or the Knight of Pentacles. You can come in rushing with, intelligent communication, breaking through the bullshit. You can be creative. You can be like this abundant feminine energy. You can be this masculine energy who's very emotionally mature, a counselor. I feel like you have a soothing voice, a soothing presence. You may play music or sing, or even chant or something like that. People find you very soothing, and very enlightening. They feel like you know stuff, and you're like at a higher level. Like you've mastered many things. You've mastered life. You've mastered positivity. Like you're a multi-dimensional person. There is more of you than what meets the eye, people feel like. And there's something about pink roses as well. What is pink roses? Romance, affection, love. And pink being about self-love and heart awakening. I feel like you do awaken people's hearts. You enlighten their hearts. You care for hearts. I feel like people talk about how you really get them. People may tell you their stories that they say, I've never told this to anyone, but I'm going to tell it to you. Because they just feel this, I want to say reciprocity, but they feel this ease, and that they can be received by you with open arms. Like, this is celebration. Yeah, there's celebration here too. Someone being very happy, and with the Page of Wands, it's just, I'm picking up good vibrations from you, and I think people they pick up very good vibrations from you. And And there is this delicate beauty, or there's one or the other. If you're a masculine energy, I feel like there's some ruggedness to your masculinity. Facial hair, just a little scruffy, and I feel like people find you even more attractive when you're in that energy, that scruffiness. And with the feminine energy, I feel like there's a gentle beauty, there's such a gentleness about your energy and your presence. It's very fun, it's light and airy. It's like people see you going to new heights and just rising above it all, because we have this flying energy. Like I said, I see you as a master. I mean, you may be seen as a guru, you could be a yoga teacher. It feels like you would teach people well. Life coach, positivity coach, spiritual leader, spiritual guru, or just, maybe a college professor, music teacher, aromatherapist, candles. And people that just feel as though you're very good at what you do, and you're like a master of it. And I feel like people think you're probably kind of glamorous. Like you have that gentle beauty, but there's something glam about you too. All right, so I am going to pull a few messages from this bag about what compliments people give you behind your back. All right, so we have colorful. People think you're colorful. Maybe you wear a lot of colors, very bright colors, or your personalities just come colorful because you have like a lot of different aspects to it that makes it colorful. I didn't notice. I don't know what that's about. I think this came from another thing. So I don't know what that would mean. You're motivational. I could definitely see that. People compliment your hair color. So you may have very nice hair color or cool hair color. They say that you're adorable. You have athletic ability. Yeah, I could definitely see that with the knights here and taking action. Mystical. They find you mystical, and I could see that. That spiritual teacher aspect and like having an altar. There are definitely spiritual aspects to this pile. Familiarity, so people feel very comfortable with you. This came out in pile number 1 as well. People feel very comfortable with you. Like, don't I know you from somewhere? Maybe you're the boy or girl next door type. And hotness, so people think you're hot. So there you go. That's the compliments people give you behind your back. I hope that, excuse me, hope that inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. If you liked this, if it resonated, please like and comment with a little bee. Little bee. I'm a bee, I'm a bee, I'm a bee. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. If you would like a personal and private reading, you can contact me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. And we can talk about that. Have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Now I'm moving on to pile number 3. Hi, pile 3. This is your reading. If you chose this belly button ring that with the hearts, I don't know if we can see that very well, but there you go. This is gossip. What compliments do people give you behind your back? And I'm going to introduce your cards and get into your reading. From the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have the 6 of Cups, or the 6 of Chalices. We have the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Chalices. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the Lovers. Then we have the Seven of Wands. And then we have, from the Muse Tarot, the Six of Voices. And the Temperance card. We have card number 46, Shakti, Transformation. And this is from the Goddess Power deck. Saying feathers. Feathers might be a message for you. This card says, are you sleeping? Card number 20, Dream Journal. And that's the Self-Care Oracle. Then we have Sanctuary. A sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. Then from the Keepers of the Light Oracle, we have Krishna, Devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. There's a peacock feather up there. Peacock. And from the Universal Love Oracle, we have Healing Sounds. And then from the Magical Spell deck, we have card number 17, Courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. All right, so what do we have back here? First we had a lot of Cups energy. It's like a lot of love energy here people pick up from you. A lot of love, attraction. I think a lot of people could be very attracted to you, would like to be your partner, feel like you're the one. Like they really feel as though the compliments they give you, it's like you have it all going on, you know? You tick off all the boxes because you have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. It's like you're wish fulfillment for people. It's like, yeah, they just feel, I think there's a lot of people who are attracted to you, but not just attraction. They feel like you could be the one, you know? Like you have that much energy here. And we do have Gemini, and we also have Sagittarius with the Lovers and Temperance. So I feel a lot of watery energy here. There's a lot of emotional energy, and we have like all this with the healing sounds. There's all this water. So water could be significant, and I feel like people feel as though you're emotionally receptive, free-flowing. You are a very intimate lover, although you don't take people's crap. I think they complement your back physically. Some of you could be muscular or just, you know, have a nice boudoir. Also, I mean, the front, your belly, your breast, or your chest if you're a male. There is something very vulnerable about you. I think people feel it as though they want to protect you. They want to protect you and hold you. They also feel like you are a sanctuary to them. Like you're a very healing, angelic presence to them. We have 666. It's about love and balance and harmony. You can be very balanced in your masculine and feminine energies, and your giving and receiving. And they talk about that. You could have very long and flowing hair, that people really like your hair. Majority of these people, they have dark hair. There's just one person, which reminds me of pink. So otherwise you could have like that really, really short cut, maybe a pixie cut, dyed platinum blonde for some of you. Violet. I don't know if you have like violet flowers, some of you. Yeah, for people here, a dream come true, because with this dream journal, and it's right below the 9 of Cups, like wish fulfillment, I feel like you are a dream come true to a lot of people. The Shakti, the divine. They find you to have divine wisdom. Like, they feel like you have a very golden energy. Definitely if you wear jewelry, people compliment that. They compliment your legs. I think your body overall. And I'm feeling hands too. You may have very healing hands. You may give good massages or do nails or something with your hands. I think even like the masculine energies could possibly have long, dark hair. Some of you may have like cornrows or extensions, and people really like that. It's like you're, people talk about how you're in your own little bubble, and like you're cool with yourself. Like it says sanctuary, and that's below sanctuary. Like you like keep into your own energy. You don't allow the negative energies to like really come at you. Like you're able to keep your peace no matter what is coming at you. And you will always move on from conflict, always move on from difficult situations. People feel you're courageous and brave and strong, and someone who has overcome adversity. They feel like you are on the path of fulfillment, the path of fulfilling what you came here to do, your purpose. And you grow and you thrive. And I feel like there are people who are devoted to you, whether it's silently or openly, and they feel like you're a very devoted person. Like once you commit to something, you're committed. You could be really into, I feel like spas, or some of you may do spa services. You could create music and it's very healing for people, or sing or do something like that with instruments or whatever it is. Or really listen to vibrations, vibrational. I guess everything's vibrational, right? I think some compliments you would get is that you look, because a lot of these women have their eyes closed, like you look angelic when you're sleeping. And people catch glimpses of you when you're not looking. People feel like you are vulnerable, and vulnerable in the way, in the courageous type of way. Not vulnerable like easily manipulated or easily attacked or anything like that. It's vulnerable in the way you're just authentic, you're you. Like that positive vulnerability. And people see that. Because I'm seeing that really with this nudity here. There's also Sagittarius energy. Oh, I said that before. So this is, I saw that somewhere else now. So there's double Sagittarius here. Blue can be a significant color for you. People may say that blue looks good on you, or even deep indigo. If you have a tattoo, I think people really like that. Or if you do your nails, or something with your nails and your hands, people really like that. Or any rings that you may wear. Your skin tone. I think people really like your skin tone. It seems like there's a golden hue to your skin tone. And people really like that. It seems very golden. Like all these people seem to have like a golden hue to their skin tone. You may have a lot of people that text you or slide in your DMs. It's like they really want to talk to you. It feels like some people feel like you're very easy to talk to, and you're someone that they would like to go to, in the middle of the night if they're lonely, if they're upset, that you just really make them feel better. Like you have this healing energy, because we have healing sounds, we have sanctuary, we have all this love and water energy, just this dream journal. You may keep a dream journal. Maybe you tell people another compliment. Maybe you can like interpret other people's dreams for some of you, and they compliment you on that. Or even some kind of other divination, but that's more dream interpretation. Okay, so I am going to pull some messages here. Some people might like your ears, and if you wear earrings, they like that. I'm going to pull some messages out of this message bag about what compliments people give you behind your back. All right, authenticity, which aligns with what I said earlier. Perfume or cologne. So people feel like you smell good, or you wear just in general, or you wear nice perfume or cologne. You really see people. Yeah, I can see that. I think you really see them. Playing hard to get. So I think there's some people who feel like you play hard to get, but they feel that it's because you're a high value person. The way you say my name. And I think that's another thing. You may like bring people's names up in conversation a lot, to really connect with them and to value them as a person. And that's what people say about you. People feel you're fiery. You have fiery energy. Yeah, I could see with the Lover's card. It's very, very passionate and fiery. You have a pretty face or a handsome face, people talk about. And then, dimples. Now I'm not just thinking, those back dimples? I see that in this card here, and I was going to mention it. I don't think I did. But you could have dimples on your face too that they compliment if you do. But those little lower back dimples, I'm talking about, some people might like that. Compliment that about you. You smell good. So yeah, they said that a couple of times, so you must smell really good. And if you farted right now, you're like, I don't smell good right now. Cute belly button. So maybe you do wear belly button rings and stuff. Yeah, and this belly button's just sitting out there, minding its own business. And comforting arms. So people like your hugs and being in your arms, and they compliment that. You may be a hugger. So that's what I have for you, pile 3. I hope that inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. If that resonated with you, please like this video and put something in the comments. I don't know what. Put something. I don't know. Oh, maybe a peacock? So peacocks, I think, too, are very glam. They're like really out there. Usually it is the male peacock that has all those, you know, beautiful, like colorful feathers, and they just stand out among the crowd, and they're the shit, you know? So I think people think that about you too, as an aside. Now, please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. If you would like a personal or private reading with me, you can contact me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. I'm working on an Etsy shop, and I can't wait to get that up. And when I do, I'll have that link in the description box. That'll be so much easier. So I thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you for all you do, your likes, comments, anyone who gets a personal reading. Thank you to everyone who donates. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching. So however you interact with my channel, I am grateful and thankful. Namaste. Have a beautiful and blessed day or evening, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.